Welcome once again to Breakfast Central. Now, as the race for Nigeria's 2023 general election heats up, the question on the mind of many Nigerians is who will emerge the president of the country come 2023? But one name that has continued to resonate among Nigerians, especially the youths, is the former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, who emerged as the party's choice at its national convention held in Asaba, Delta State.
Now recall that Peter Obi dumped the People's Democratic Party last week, citing recent developments which appear in contrast to his personal principles as his reason. According to Peter Obi, since he resigned from the PDP because of issues that are at variance with his persona and principles, he has consulted widely with the various parties and personalities to ensure he does not complicate the route to the desired destination. But what are the chances of Peter Obi and the Labour Party as we draw closer to the 2023 elections? We are now joined by political and public affairs analyst Peter Yusuf. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome to Breakfast Central.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
All right, let's get into it. The Labour Party, we've had several proponents pushing for why the Labour Party should be a potentially strong third contender, or do I say a third force? Do you see the chances that the Labour Party is this third force that might be able to stand against the PDP and the APC?
You know, today, Nigeria is at that point where people are tired, where people are ready to come up and say, we want to make a difference, we want a new system. And in the course of that, winning an election today will come from that place where Nigerians are saying, we don't want to take it anymore. We've tried these guys, we've tried that guy. So now let's try somebody else. Let's try somebody with a good antecedent. Let's try somebody that inspires hope. Let's try somebody that when he speaks, he uplifts the human spirit. We want to believe here that election is a people's project. It's driven by the people. So winning an election comes from a place where the people are making a decision that we don't want to continue with this status quo. Our system are not working. The system is not serving the people. Definitely, we are now ready for a system that will serve our purpose. A purposeful system, a system that is fit for purpose, a system that is designed to serve ordinary Nigerians, a system that is designed to leave no one behind. Going by these tenets, going by these necessities, I think it's safe to infer that Peter Obi stands the chance of winning the 2023 election.
You know, some people would say, that seems like a dream, considering the way that elections have been run in Nigeria and, the amount of money that it requires. But we're going to get to that part, where, the finances might be, big question. But I want you to answer the question, why Peter Obi? For anyone who is still wondering, why there's so much attention, why Peter Obi in the first place?
Okay, now, sorry, let me take you back to antecedent. If we want to talk about cutting the cost of governance, which Nigerians have been yearning for, Peter Obi has a track record for that. If we want to talk about building a sustainable system, ensuring that you are leaving the office and not leaving the system broke, Peter Obi has a track record for that. If we're talking about giving regard to the rule of law, giving chance for democratic advancement, Peter Obi has the track record for that. So I'm not saying come and vote for Peter Obi or come and support Peter Obi just because the name is Peter Obi or is just one gentleman from the East. No, we are saying come and join this train because this is where competence lies. This is where you have the hope of having a sustainable system, having that Nigeria that we all yearn for. So there's a case here. We have a valid case here. We're not just calling you to just come and not just come into nothing. We are saying come into a system that has the potentials of making this contraption called Nigeria work again.
Okay. Now let's go forward. Let's talk about the chances of Peter Obi to win this. There was a video of Chief Dele Momodu very recently talking about the fact that he does not think that Peter Obi, that the Labour Party will be able to finance the election. That's what Chief Dele Momodu said. Now, the question is, do you think that this is something that will happen? Do you think that maybe Nigerians would rally behind the Labour Party? Do you think that their chances are really high in this regard?
So I'll take you back to my statement where I noted that election is a people's project. Before now, we used to see election as is a politician project. Let's leave it to them. It's their business. Let's allow them what they want to do. But at the end of the day, the consequence of election hits the people and not even the politicians. Today, we are having insecurity. We are having high inflation rates, unemployment. Students are out of school. How many politician kids are not in school in this period? How many children of the political elite are affected by the ASU strike today? How many have been kidnapped? How many have been kidnapped from schools? How many are suffering from poor health care today? So the cause of election always hits the people first, and it leaves no one behind. It's like a stray bullet. It goes for any. So this speaks to the fact that election is a people project. The people bringing their money, bringing their time, bringing their skill, bringing everything that is necessary to push the candidate forward.
Hold on, Yusuf. I'm sure you would agree that we've never really seen elections being financed by the people in Nigeria before. So do you think that we're there yet? Do you think Nigerian people believe enough in Labour Party and in Peter Obi to be at that point where they might be ready to finance the Labour Party's aspirations?
You see, every factor of misgovernance has pushed us to that point. Because when you graduate school and you're not working, you have the skill, you're not working. When you've been in a system that's not serving your purpose, definitely you get to that point where you say, okay, I think I need to join this race. I think I need to take this tax on. I think I need to be more responsible about this system that affects every area of my life. So Nigerians have gotten to that point. They've gotten to that point where they are ready now to take the bull by the horn, do the heavy lifting, and put the right person in power. So we are there now.
All right, let's go further now and talk about voter registration. Do you think that there is enough time? And what will you say to Nigerians as we approach the next general elections?
I want to quickly state here that Peter Obi's candidacy has, in a considerable extent, killed voters' apathy in Nigeria. I'm a stern advocate for registration of PVC. On my Twitter handle, I have the INEC website, registration website, on my Twitter profile. It's on my bio. Almost every day, I respond to over 20 messages from Nigerians inquiring about getting their PVC and how to move forward with that. Nigerians are ready, more than ready. A few days ago, I was at the bar, and guess what I was seeing? I saw young Nigerians using their mobile devices to register people for the PVC, taking photographs of these people with white banners. Like anywhere you go, you see the action. You see that these people, young people, are ready to do the heavy lifting. We are killing voters' apathy because there is hope. We are killing voters' apathy because we are having a candidate that seems, not just seems, a candidate that stands that chance to reward for our labor. That is why we are taking on this journey with him.
All right, Yusuf Felix, thank you very much for joining us. We look forward to seeing how this plays out and if indeed the Labour Party becomes the third force that the proponents are hoping that it will be. I look forward to having you join us again.